Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. My name is Dr. Fazli Manan. I am from Toronto, working for the last more than 20 years with the MO education, with the higher education program. And this virtual session, we started on behalf of Pashtun Professional Canada in 2020 when the entire world was suffering from COVID-19. And we were having like more than maybe around about 200 virtual program empowering people, youth, or particularly our youth business community, women, newcomer, those who are looking the job, to those who are suffer with the mental health issues and all those things. And the business community, our goal were to connect the professional and business community to the larger general community and let them, give them a hand of support and let them up. In the today's session, we have invited Azhar Khan, and he will introduce himself. But I want to go with two of my colleagues, which is host Chandgul from Edmonton. If I'm not wrong, she's clinically psychology, master in clinical psychology, and she's behavior specialist. Professor Dr. Rafiq Ahmad from University of Alberta, very well-known professor and always there to help the community and build relationship with other university around the globe. Azhar Khan, welcome to you. But I want to go first with Changul. Changul, say a few words about yourself, and then Professor Rafiq Saab, and then Azhar Khan will introduce himself, and then we go to the question session. The topic is very interesting, is youth empowerment. And Changul.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. As Dr. Fazle Manan mentioned, that by education and training, I'm a clinical psychologist. By choice, I'm a community developer. I always love to give back to the community. And today, I am glad that I am here and part of this tremendous opportunity. And I hope you will learn.
Okay, Professor Rafiq Saab.
Thank you, Dr. Manansab. It's my pleasure to be here today, sharing this virtual podium with such an expert panel. I'm actually associate professor in mechanical engineering at the University of Alberta, but I'm also representing today Probe's Digital Education Society, which is a society to empower youth and educating the future. So it will be my pleasure to learn more from the experts and hopefully identify some of the key areas on challenges which I think are important for our youth.
Azhar Bhai, I know that you are a very distinguished award winner, Vice President Toastmaster, but you are much more than that, motivational speaker. I want you to say something about yourself to the audience there they are watching.
Thank you. It's an honor and privilege to talk and join this amazing forum. I would like to say thank you to Chandgul and thank you, Rafiq. Thank you, Dr. Manan, to invite me. Youth empowerment is one of the most important topic in today's world, and that's I want to talk about it. My background: I'm a software engineer, master's in economics. I have a 21 years of corporate experience. I'm a chair for youth leadership program. I'm a member of new advisory table Durham region for the new immigrants. I'm also a member of homeless committee in town of Ajax. I'm a vice president of public relations in Toastmasters Advanced Clubs. I almost every position in Toastmaster organization run because almost 20 plus years of experience, more than 5,000 youth graduated from my youth leadership program, and many workshops and youth leadership program we are doing for our youth and community. It's an honor to join today as a keynote speaker. Thank you.
Okay, in opening, I want to ask you, Azhar Bhai, and all of you, all of Professor Rafiq Saab and Chandwal, when it comes to youth empowerment, we're talking about mostly in the third world country, like in Pakistan. When we graduated, we use empowerment like a technical skill, become an engineer, become a doctor, a lawyer, go to CSS officer or something, something that relate to a degree kind of thing. But how does it different then? We never think about the soft skill, like life skill, which come attitude, confidence. How do you see like youth empowerment? Is the technical skill is enough, or is it? How will you grade them the technical skill with the soft skill. How do you define empowerment in your term?
Life most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Said by Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, we are engineers, we are doctors, we are in CSS, but that's not I mean by youth empowerment. Azhar Khan become Azhar Khan because many people help me and support me to work for the community. Even you become engineer, then degree what it do? You go to corporate, you go to any organization, and you work there. But the most empower means that you have a right communication skills. 67.3% of your communication by your attitude. You are a great doctor, but your attitude is not right. Imagine how you deal with the patients, how much stress you have as a doctor, but you have to keep smiling. You are giving the hope. That means real youth empowerment. Many of my youth came. They have amazing flying colors mark sheets which they pass, but they don't know how to talk, how to engage, how to communicate. And it's not only for the education with your family, with your parents, with your spouse, with your uncle, with your friends, with your community. Because when you go in community service, which is the biggest part here in North America, especially in Canada, that community service is very important. I remember one time I was serving the soup for the homeless, and one lady threw the soup on my face because she has some mental health issues. What I do? I clean my face with a smile and sorry. But the next 30 people coming in the line, they said, sorry, Mr. Azhar, you are serving, and that lady. So tolerance, right communication, nobody care what degrees you have. The people, how you, and that called real youth empowerment, the skills of communication that if any youth came to you and he couldn't able to scoop, you have to calm, you have to have that tolerance, and you keep educating them that how to engage, and that your skills to empower them that yes, you can talk, you can move forward. That's called empowerment.
Okay, Chanbul, what is empowerment
Yeah,
mean to
he
you?
is like Azhar got the right, like we can say the right knot. So it's a behavioral modification for me. Like if you modify behavior positively as a parent, as a teacher, as a community member towards anyone, if it's youth, if it's and also educate them and be a role model. For me, if we become a role model for our youth and for our kids, that how to communicate, how to, how to deal with people, because sometimes we have like we want to, give back, but we don't know how to be in a right way. So हम लोगों को कैसे, वो कहते हैं ना, how to uplift each other. So uplifting each other means to make a strong human chain. When we are together as a grandparent, as a parent, as a kid, or as a, we can say, padosi, that I deal with one youth, and the mom told me, यार चांद इसका कुछ करा, ये पड़ोसी के बच्चे से ज्यादा वो है बनिस्बत हम लोगों के. So it's all about that how you deal that person or how you put impact on the society. So I agree with Azhar that we need to create that positive behavior to make a positive change in the society.
Okay, Professor Rafiq Saab, how do you see it? The youth
I
empowerment.
totally agree with Azhar Saab and also Changul's sister on these issues. I would just link more of this empowerment to the myriads of challenges which our youth currently faces. For example, our youth faces mental health concerns. So, how to cope up with these mental health issues? Depression is pretty common nowadays. Educational pressures. How do we actually handle that? How do we actually make positive impact out of that? Cybersecurity threats. How do we actually make our kids or youth more stronger so they can see and foresee the future, and how they can actually kind of create a better environment for themselves, and they can learn what are the types of threats and how can they cope with those threats. But most importantly, how they can how we can guide them, or how they should be empowered enough so they can get their career choices. For example, if they need to take a job, how do they actually identify that right job which will stay there in the next 30 years or 40 years? Because some of these jobs which currently we are having, they will not exist in the future. So how do they make those kind of choices? So I think all these
Okay.
challenges are important. Yeah.
Okay, Azhar Saab. So you talk about the real issue. Where is this real issues is for youth, and what this youth leadership program is all about? So can you tell our youth what is it all about, and the
So,
youth issues?
thank you so much, Dr. Manan. Youth leadership program is consist of 8 to 10 weeks of program, where we start the registration, the age group from 11 to 18, and then there are courses like vocabulary, the speaking power, the presentation skills, the vocabulary. The most important thing I notice in today's kids that they are very much on technology, mostly on mobile phone or cell phone, and they don't know. My era, we don't have internet, we don't have the cell phone, and we engage one to one. We know how to handle the pressure, and when you meet, there's a positive energy between two-person. We mingle, we have a very strong bonds, mostly we playing. But in today's mostly things are move on virtual reality, like VR games. And then so people don't know. When you send, for example, if I want to say something to Dr. Mannan, because I meet him many times, we have coffee, for example, every month or every week. So when I see you, I want to say something, I think three times, because I say, oh, my friendship is on stake. How can I say? There is a respect factor. But when same message, I use the cell phone, right? The cell phone is very easy because there is no emotions. And in youth leadership, we teach them how to eye contact, how to handle the audience. The biggest challenge of today's youth, they are good in education, but when they go one to one, how to handle the people skill, how to handle the teams, how to how to handle the conflict in the team. Any organization you go, rather you're doctor, engineer, or psychologist, you have to handle the people, you have to calm them down. And those skills are very important, not only communication skills, but the leadership skills also. And we coach them, we guide them by speaking, by evaluation, by table topic, by one-to-one coaching, each and every speech, what mistake you done, how you stand, how your body gesture, how you calm down, how you pauses, where your eyes goes. All these skills help them when they go for practical life, for interview, or develop the team or run the team, because ultimately your energy and your people skill is very important in any forum, and that is our goal in the youth leadership program.
Professor Rafiq Saab, any question you ask from Azhar?
So, Azhar Sabo, what is your motivation? I mean, you have an impressive professional journey, right? And then you talk about the youth. So, what is your main motivation? And especially talking about that age group which you just mentioned, why do you think it's important?
When a tree is like young, you can twist the branches, you can cut and you can shape it. When it become a complete tree, a plant, in an early stage you can trim, like early relationship, in like the young couple when they marry in a young age, they are in a very early age and they develop their skills. So my motivation is this: somebody helped me when I was on that age. Although the country is not same, although the people not the same, but I want to give back. And every time when I see the youth and I look in their eyes, believe me, the spark and the motivation I see in their eyes, that motivates me. There is a two-way traffic: teach to learn and learn to teach. You need also inspiration. A young kid who is so nervous and he's putting his face like that, he don't want to see you, and he was very corner, very shivering, and then suddenly he speak like a true hero. Like each and every time when I coach more than 5,000 youth graduated from my program, it give me inspiration. And the second thing, as a, you know, as a legacy, everyone have to leave this world one day, right? But my mother always said, what you're leaving behind, what is your legacy? We all have to leave one day, as that is our belief. But what you're leaving, the good deeds, the good people, the good community citizen. Like any youth who graduated from my program, like my son, when he go to university and he give the first speech, everyone say, wow. But then nobody know that since 10 and 11, he was doing the youth leadership program with me. And he becomes so confident. You have your topic, Dr. Saab, whatever you are teaching, like lean or whatever your subject, and you have complete degree. Imagine if I give you the voice, if I give you the communication skill, if I give you the confidence, where you end up? You impress. Ultimately, you have to win the hearts of the people to convey your message effectively in a precise time. And that, whenever I do, it is my motivation. And it's like a charity, right? We are serving the food, we are developed, but nothing better than develop the youth for our future.
Mhm. So, just a follow-up question on that. So, you mentioned that when you were youth at that time, somebody helped you, right? So, you had your own challenges at that time, and then you have been working with youth for quite some time. So, can you talk a little bit about the challenges at that time and the challenges now? Are they different, or are they changing, or how do you see that our youth are becoming better, or they are becoming more vulnerable in that area?
During my time, I was going to American consulate and British libraries back home, and I was videos and cassette. But I was very hardworking kid, and I was pushing the facilities we are providing now. Those I wish I joined youth leadership program when I was youth, and I didn't have, and it took me long time to reach to that level to get the confidence. And whenever I see I didn't have that facility, so what I can do for others, number one. And the challenges, back home in our countries, there is not. When I stay Pakistan little bit after join Toastmasters, and I see still there is no culture to nurturing our future. Mostly it's like a status symbol that, oh, Toastmasters is a huge organization, but here in Canada we are working with the ground level. Like we have I know many of my Toastmaster friend who really help me whenever I arrange the youth. And that is the difference between Canada and Pakistan. I hope through this forum or through another forum, we really, like in Canada, you are doing many, you and Dr. Manan or Sister Chan is doing many events, and nobody forcing us. We do because we willing to give something back to our community. And that's not only in our religion, it's a karma. When you give, it will return back to you from another shape. And also, it's give you a self-conscious that yes, you are developing. There are many challenges still with ASD kids, autism spectrum disorder, which I'm teaching, but it's a totally different class. It's a totally different topic which we can have another session some other time. But still, in the youth, the biggest challenge, they are mostly on virtual, and the people skill, I feel it's not that much. And we have to remind back, whatever you do, ultimate, you have to deal with the people.
Chandugal sister.
Yes, for me, like the fast paced and competitive nature of the modern society put immense pressure on youth, you know, and it developing and it's affecting their well being and mental health. There is an institute which is called Pew Research Institute. They mentioned that 13, from the age of 13 to 17, they're facing more depression, more anxiety, and vulnerable toward a drug abuse or a substance abuse rather than the previous generation. So, how can, as a parent or as a youth, we can overcome from those challenges and stresses as a society?
It's for me, Dr.
Yes, yes,
Definitely, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, you are absolutely right. When I see in schools, the marijuana is legal now, people using not only for medical purpose but for pleasure also. and a lot of distractions also. And that's the biggest challenge of today's youth, that we might came with the very tough type of generation, because we migrate here, we take a lot of stresses, we are here on our career, then we come here, then we start. So we are very, very tough generation compared to this. And as you see, the suicide ratio in youth has been increasing. They suddenly disengage and they go to this extreme step. That is also increasing trend. And that's the reason, as you can say, elders or as community activists or in youth, we have to engage, we have to keep saying positivity, we have to listen to them. The one of the thing I noticed, many youth parents or guardians are not engaging with them, not make friendship with them, not going with cinema or picnic or relax or in dinner. The communication between the families, not on mobile one to one, is reduced, because you have to make a good friendship relationship with your children, to ask them what's going on. I remember when I was in master's student, or I was in engineering, every day I bring samosa and jalebi from the university, and my mother was waiting for me, and we have that amazing half an hour conversation. Not this is tea, samosa, and jalebi or chai, but it was the communication with my parents, especially with my mom, that what's going on, how is things going on. And that one-to-one discussion between parents and their kids is very important. Yes, as community activists, we can talk to the youth, but the first responsibility is the parents, who can say, oh, did you heard about youth leadership program? Why not you? And even in youth leadership program, which is a 1.5 to 2 hour session, when I give them some project to go back home and write your speech, it's a responsibility of the parents or siblings to listen their speech, how to prepare the speech, how to engage, share the happiness. Don't look big happiness. Big happiness coming is very rare. Like he achieves something, he have some pen. Oh, how you get this pen? Oh, you get number one in school. Sharing and caring, and give the hope and motivation. And I feeling that type of disengagement due to this mobile is going on. Nobody can replace human engagement with the youth. So youth empowerment is not totally our responsibility, but every, like what I am here, a huge contribution of my parent, especially my mom. And like, you have to give back my. And I remember when I got the first job, my mother take 10% of my salary, and she's giving back this to the that time some marriages. She gives
Yeah.
some some big gift. She's feeding 10% of my salary. My mother taught me, even I don't know that what is charity. So everything starts from the home. So not only we have to engage and convey the message to our youth, but we have to engage the parents also. Positivity, every young kid have issues coming when they are going through with this stage. So as a parent, oh, there's a youth leadership program, this is a Pashtun professional Canada, you go there, keep motivate them, and that's become not only the better society, but the better home, but the better person. And that's called the youth empower, means support, empower them, but empower them not all the time, check them, empower them, give them the right tools, give them the right education, and let them try by the, yes, they do the mistake, but at least empower them. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. So it, every home and every person who have a family and watching this program, please give a good hope, good code, good positivity. And if you see the behavior is changing of your kid, he's quiet, he's not engaging, just go and have a cup, take them outside for dinner and talk to them. Beta, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything okay? Is your marks okay? Because you're this empathy, you're this engagement, and you're this care make the huge difference.
Okay, Azhar Saab, a person sent me a little question and they asked me to ask Azhar that how do you see differences, gender differences in the pattern of these youth empowerment? Is there any, do you see in your experience, because you work in a number of positions in the Toastmaster pretty high, administrative position. How do you see in the pattern? Is it similar and is it different
In
when
in
it
in,
comes to
gen- in
gender?
gender, in gender, you mean?
Yes, gender differences.
I'm very honored that the first woman Toastmasters Club in 2002 I opened in Middle East, and that time it was very difficult, and the culture also they're a little bit different. But in North America there is no difference. I see, like if I give the name like my one of the inspiration senior Toastmaster like Madeline Latchford or Jennifer Maggie or Mariska Thomas, all are women, and they are there is I don't think so any difference, uh, especially here in North America. But to be honest, like if I look the woman, I'm a great support of women empowerment. I'm working with human trafficking. Women's are way more intelligent and focused, and some of my mentors are women like Madeline Latchford, Mariska Thomas, Jennifer Maggie. They are amazing Toastmasters, and there is no difference, nothing in the environment I'm working.
So,
Okay,
Doc,
let me go for a short break. A minute. We come back. We ask a lot of questions. Dr. Rafiq Saab, you will be asking a question
yeah, I
right
have a
away.
follow-up question.
Right away when we come from the break. Just Professor Rafiq Saab.
Thank you, Dr. Manansab. Azhar Sab, you raised an important point that females are more focused, and they should be equally treated, especially when it comes to the empowerment. But I just want to see in your program, like youth empowerment programs, how do you treat diversity and inclusivity from the perspective of the training, right? How do you actually handle that?
Thank you, Dr. Rafiq. It's a very important question. Thank you for asking. In my program, I think diversity is very important, because if, for example, kids came from any country, let's say from Pakistan they came, but I want them to respect each other, understand each other, religion, culture, color, and caste. My programs since last 10 years are very mixed, from black community, from local community, from all religions. Youth are coming, and one of my main focus for them to respect and to tolerate, because I wish many of our other countries, third world, will learn from us that how we have diversity and how we work together. Diversity is very important, and the respect of each other is very important. Once you learn this trait, rather than color, religion, creed, uh, it help you, because in especially in North America you work with every community. Average have 30 to 35 country of backgrounds, and that I'm teaching in a very early age to our youth, that how you have to respect each other, and you have to have tolerance of each other opinion, because that tolerance, not only we teach in our youth leadership program, but in our religion also. This is, if you read, if you see in our rich heritage Islamic culture also, tolerance is very important, and that's my main focus. Not only I teach by telling them, but in practical, in class, I build this, because the new youth who migrated here, they have to live with this diversity for the rest of their life.
Awesome. These are great points for EDI, equity, diversity, and inclusion, to be part of the program. So one other thing on the technology side, how do you incorporate different technologies and innovation into program? And what technologies do you think would be the key for the future youths?
I think most of my students are from artificial intelligence and cybersecurity and technology. There are great platform. Right now we are on virtual forum. I'm in Toronto. You are in, and Sister Chand is also in Edmonton and Alberta. That's called technology. There are many other tools we are developing, like customer retention management, the dashboards, the cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence, where we are teaching our youth how to use it. And um I'm so happy that now there are youth are very good in it. But wherever you go in technology, the human factor should always be there. We not hand over. Yes, we have to utilize the machine for our benefits. In the same time, we have to keep our own traditions, like being human, being what is our heart. Like machines sometimes not distinguish if somebody have poverty and some charity features, that our that we want to teach our youth that yes, you can use, for example, Zoom or virtual tools or AI, but in the same time you are human too. Like if somebody is hungry and somebody not have food, and your neighbors, what you have to do. So this is a very unique side which you need a mentorship. Mentorship is a long term, and coaches is the focus and a small thing, right? So you have to mentor, and you have to tell, yes, use your gadget, use your cell, use your AI, but at the same time, when you come home, how to interact with your parents, how to give the respect. Your mother is waiting for you. Don't ignore and just go to your room. Stop by, ask your mom how is your day, hug her, have a tea with her. So it's a very unique process in our youth leadership program, where I engage both technology with the humanity. uh, Use the human, but not too much engage in technology that you forget the human factor.
Okay, Professor Rafiq Saab, in relationship to this question, I have a question for you too. Pruby, when I see the Pruby say educating the future, it's pretty what Azhar is talking about. What is Pruby? And you are the founder, and you are the CEO. How did you come to Pruby? Like, can you share your story? Because it's all about youth empowerment, educating the future.
Yeah. So, Dr. Rahman said, over the past 7 years of my journey at the University of Alberta, I have supervised more than 140, 150 people, mostly youth from different background, diverse background, almost 10 nationalities and different age groups. And I've seen that there are pretty common things that we are facing, pretty common challenges which are important, even in our person community, Pashtun community, and others. There are things which are important, and that could be talking to people, which we can leverage through either mentorship or networking. There is also education part, which we can actually leverage through programs like these, live programs, seminars, conferences, and we have done a couple of big seminar symposiums, for example, earthquakes related. We have looked into some important trends, for example, chat gpt. So all these combined, I was thinking of for quite some time, and then actually we started this in around the COVID time, incorporated this society, and the main focus of this is that we should leverage the digital education platforms, so we can actually bring together all the experts like Azhar Saab from different sectors and domains. They have expertise. They have the same passion of giving back to the society. So we have two pillars of this society. One is called giving back to the society. So that is one pillar which we rely on, and the second pillar is the equity in education. So we try and we focus on how do we actually create technologies, and how do we actually create knowledge which is transferable across the border to all the globes. So people sitting here in Canada should have the same kind of knowledge and education background, and people in Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, or even Somalia, they should have the same kind of knowledge available to them. So we actually focus on these two principles, and that's where we incorporated this society. And we are happy that people like Dr. Manan and other people who come and they bring their expertise and they help this society. So our focus is on scholarships. We want to give scholarships to people, communities, so we can empower, especially youth people, networks, workshops. We did recently a mentorship program as well. We create lots of workshops. We want to create in the future some courses. Maybe we will collaborate with Toastmaster Master in the future. We want to create some trainings and also create a really good network of people where we can rely on, we can help each other, and we can leverage each other. That's kind of the essence of this ProBees Digital Education Society. And the concept of bees is, if you just look into the bee colony, how they actually help each other, that's where the concept of it comes in. So pro means professional, and bees means all the bees which we are, and we help each other. So that's where this general concept comes from. And then we rely on people, like we are volunteers, we give our time. And I always tell people, like, if you just ask my kid what is the most important thing in life, they will tell you it's time. That's exactly what our currency is in ProBees. We give time to the community, we give time to people. And I have thousands of stories. Like recently I was in Vancouver in a big conference for blind people, and there was one speech, one lady, she came and she was talking. She was blind and deaf, and she did a speech, and she said, I am not able to listen to what I'm saying, but I will tell you my story. And she was telling me that she is so privileged, she's so happy that she's both blind and deaf, because she can actually impact both of these communities. And she's actually an ambassador for blind people, she's ambassador for deaf people. And I was just literally like crying when I heard that story. Like, she was blind and deaf, and she had the passion of serving the community. We as Azhar Saab was mentioning earlier, we have the knowledge, we have the community, we have the power, we have the everything, we have time. We should, why are we not helping each other? That's exactly what we are focusing on. And thanks to Dr. Manansab, you helped us a lot in establishing ProBees, and hopefully this will continue forever.
Okay, thank you, Rafi Sab. I have a question, Azhar Bhai. Another person sent me from Pakistan a question. Pakistan has a estimated population of 240 million, and 33%, 65% are youth. And it's become over 33 million roundabout, maybe youth, the age that you be interested in, like. And so how in your leadership program did there is anything for the Pakistani youth, like for the colleges, university, in terms of trainings, scholarship, or if the college or the university want to connect you, will there be any opportunity in building partnership collaboration?
Thank you, Dr. Manan. Absolutely. Like we have the grants, we have the capability on virtual basis, and we can issue the certificate. Those who pass the course, because it's a certified course, there's a percentage of attendance and everything. And whoever asks the question from whatever university or college, if they contact us, this platform, or contact me directly on Azhar's email at gmail.com. Definitely, we need at least 30 to 50 students virtually. And there is a complete process registration. There is a complete course. And after the course, we evaluate how is your performance. Then we process this certificate to Toastmaster International. And then you get the certification. And that certificate, it will be acceptable to 144 countries. Other than that, recently, by the help of Waterloo, Ontario Tech, and Toronto University, we also established a new course, which is day-to-day things, like, for not only for youth, the moms of youth, those not have an opportunity to upgrade or educate themselves. We have that course. We have course for the working professional women. We have the course for everyone, for youth. Like so many times I'm seeing my youth student teaching their mom, oh mom, click that button, click that button, this button, that is WhatsApp, that's this and that. And day-to-day operation, how to use the WhatsApp, how to use the Zoom, how can use the recipes, how can you save the, how can you share the YouTube videos. So we develop not only for youth, for the mom of youth, computer course. Also, we have a very good computer course for our college, university students who are not have the expertise in computer science and software, and that course developed by my son and his 15 to 20 students, and we already launched this course in Polish Culture Center in our this year youth graduation ceremony, which been appreciated by member of parliament like Natalia, MPP Sharif Sababi, and other member of parliament. And definitely for Pakistan, or wherever the our Pashtun or Pakistanis or anyone, any community, any they want to come, they can come. We can partnership with ProBees. We have many courses on our age group. And if you, the person who asked this question, if you make your group, contact Pakistan Professionals Canada platform. Definitely, I think you have Dr. Mannan's contact, and we discuss, we plan, and we can launch this program within 2 to 3 months if you are committed. And if and the timings, we are Eastern Standard Time, whatever time we can work, because it is my dream that not only here but back home also our youth are engaged. They are amazing capabilities. I think they're not getting the right tools or right platform to enhance their educational skills.
Chandgul, you have any question for Azhar?
Yeah, I have a question from Azhar, like which I experienced from the Toastmaster, that Toastmaster is built to increase the self confidence and the self esteem. In this generation nowadays, there is a big problem which youth are facing as interpersonal relationship. So how we can overcome from this problem to yeah, because they're facing a lot of those kind of stuff in my in my observation, in my contacts, in my experience. So how we can help those youth to overcome that interpersonal relationship problem which they're facing.
Thank you, Chand. It's a very good question, and I think it's a very good question in the sense that every family have that question, that how we make our relationship better with our family, with our colleagues and everything. And because we are so much engaged in virtual, in cell phones and everything, we not have one to one. I think one of the thing, we as a teachers and professors, we are giving the message, but there is should be some hunger desire within you, that how much you are ready. To be honest, some days I'm a member of 3 Toastmasters club, and sometimes I'm so tired and I have no time. 20 years plus years with the organization, like what you are seeing me now. I was a very shy person, but to be honest, I won the gold medal in project management because of Toastmaster. Because Toastmaster teach me time, discipline, convey the message, how the eye contact. And I have a 10 minutes to deliver my project in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, when I was delivering. And everyone surprised how I deliver on time, because Toastmaster teach you all these skills. But the most important thing I want to convey this message to our youth: success and skills, and it's not come just like a magic like this. There is no shortcuts. uh, yes, you want to become better, we all want to become better, but 20 plus years in Toastmasters, 20 plus years in project management, 20 plus years in professional corporate sector, which need lot of tolerance. Lot of time we are not happy, lot of time we deliver wrong, but we keep going. And that's called kaizen, which is a Japanese word. Kaizen, change for good, small steps and continuous improvement. Wherever you are listening my voice, on the platform of Pashtun Professional Canada, please don't leave of small failure. Failure happen. Maybe one success have 100 failures, but keep continue continuous improvement and respect. Respect yourself, respect your teacher, respect your parent, respect your profession, respect your literature. Because to be honest, what Chand asking is a very good question, but it need patience. I have many failures. I lost many competitions. In the first level, I've been chopped out. And I said, where I do mistake? How can I make myself better? And that is a complete other topic, which hopefully me and Dr. Fazil will do another session, which called continuous improvement and Kaizen. So
So I
yes,
think
yeah,
so, yeah. So I think so you are talking about resilience. So we need to be
perseverance.
resilient. So
Yes,
if we have a
perseverance.
resilience and we have the motivation
Yes.
and time management, because everybody has this 24 hours, it's all about how we manage those 24 hours with resilience, patience, and respect, which
And
I
to be
got.
honest, Chand, I'm telling you, in if you compare my time, this time, we have Google Calendar, we have
Yeah,
reminders, we have
yeah,
smartwatches, we have
yeah,
iPads, we have so many things. But there is a will, there is a way.
yeah,
You have there is Japanese word called tamashi. The meaning of tamashi is a burning desire. That is we needed. Many of I think Dr. Manan and Dr. Rafiq and you remember the old days. We not have tools, we have not this fancy cars, but one thing why we reach here, we are perseverance, resilience, and we are very uh, failure. Don't shy. Failure happen when you progress, but keep going on and keep improving. And that I think a lot of our youth they become so angry and they're so frustrated. In my class also, sir, result not coming. I said no, you are seeing me 22 years in Toastmasters. I have many failure, but perseverance and resilience build it. And that's called the true empowerment. Whenever the youth came to me with failure, I empower them. I said, hey guys, wake up, wake up. It's nothing. It's nothing. You are much older than me? No. You have more failure than me? No. And that's called the empowerment because words are very powerful. Sometimes words are more powerful than you have a cut from sword, it may you can recover. But
yeah,
sometimes your words, if right time, right place, right person, right words, it make the difference. And that
yeah.
is called the true youth empowerment. When they ever fall down, as a parent, as a father, as a teacher, as a tutor, as a community activist, you have to remind them, don't scare from the failure, but keep moving, keep going on.
Azhar, I see you a very good ambassador for the youth, not in the Canadian perspective, but globally. And I would suggest that why not you start a campaign? There are over 180 countries and collect maybe 10 to 20 youth from the around the globe, from every country, and either virtually bring them together to ask the world because it's their world, it's not our world. We may be here for a couple of years and we are gone.
Yeah.
They are the futures and bring them all these from 180 countries. It is even one person, or maybe 10% or 20%, and let the world know that we want the peace, we want the love, the care. This is our world, this is their world. This is not the world of our leader. Our leader may stay for the next few years and they will be gone. So I will say start a campaign because you are a very good ambassador. Collaborate with Pruby and definitely with Changul. Changul is a strong advocate. I see everywhere. Whenever there is a community, she receives a lot of awards. She didn't say much about herself, but I know she is very active. She contested an election as well for the MP from Alberta. I don't know the outcome, but anyway, last time we don't want to go to the politics because we don't have the time. And I wanted, starting from John Well, to give a message to the community. We are going to round up because the discussion is very interesting. And trust me, I don't want to stop. There's a lot of questions coming, but let me conclude it. John Well, just give a message to our leaders, maybe around the globe, or maybe to the Canadians, maybe to the communities. You have the choice. Everyone is watching to you, and what you say about youth empowerment. What do you want to communicate to youth?
Okay, thank you so much for having me this opportunity, Dr. Fazleman. I greatly appreciate it. For me, as I mentioned before, that we need to be positive, we need to be resilient, and we need to uplift each other and make a strong human chain together around the globe. So their way we can uplift each other from every part of the uh, universe or the globe, and we can share information, and we can share the right information with respect, and uh, with the true diligence, that yeah, we are here for you. Sometimes people don't need much, but they need that somebody can listen, somebody can understand. So first of all, we need to work on the mental health as well, the well-being. Just listen them and just give them some advices. To the leaders, I would suggest that please don't discriminate wherever we are, whatever language we are speaking, from what we belong. uh, we are one human being, so we have a red blood. So see us as a red blood human being. uh, don't discriminate us.
Professor Rafiq Saab, what your message to the world, to the Canadian, to the youth, to the parents, to the community?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mananseb. So I am not a politician, so I'll focus mostly on the youth. My message to the youth is to embrace every opportunity for growth, believe in your potential, and never undermine the power of your voice. Your journey is unique, and through continuous learning and resilience, you can shape a future of success and fulfillment. So remember, you have the capacity to make a significant impact. I asked my one of my daughter, will you follow my legacy? And she told me, no, I will not, never follow your legacy. I said, why? She said, I will make my own legacy. So I think that's what I am interested in seeing in youth. You are unique, and you have to find your own legacy. You have to make it. And my message to the parents is, don't leave them alone in this journey. There is lots of challenges, from technology to the future to jobs to market to depression. Everything is there waiting for your kids to bring them down. So be there, be part of their journey, and find opportunities like these to help your future, your kids, your youth motivated and learn from these kind of challenges, and kind of cope up these challenges properly. So be part of their journey and give time to them, proper time to them, so they can actually be in the part of the future.
Azhar Khan Saab, we wanted to talk to you a lot, trust me, there's a lot of question coming. A lot is in our mind, but I have to conclude it. And in conclusion, I know for you it could be very hard to say in a 30 second, 40, 50 second, but I can give you an extra 30, 40 second for almost a minute. Whatever you want to say in your own language, if you want to say it in Urdu, in English, in both languages, you have the privilege to do it. In Pashto, even, or any language that you may wish to say. So the screen is yours, and you say it, and then I conclude it in few words, and then we end up the program.
Thank you, Dr. Manan. Thank you, Dr. Fazil, and thank you, Sister Chan. I start with the where new journey of hope begins, and that's one of the topic. Uh, as I start with the Martin Luther King quote, life most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? So I think this is a new journey of hope started already with this program. I need the support of Pashtun Professionals Canada, and I assure you that I am available if we launch the campaign now. But one person cannot do everything. I need Chan Gul, I need Dr. Fazil, I need this all platform, and we have all the equipments, all the processes, all the setup. It's like we have to start the engine and we can serve you. But there are two things: respect and continuous improvement. Rather, you are at college, rather at your home, rather with your family, always learn to respect. But once you have a good attitude and you have a desire to learn, definitely you will. But when we give you our everything, we accept from you, we expect from you that you go up, you learn, and you respect our time and our profession, because respect is very, very important thing wherever you are. Everyone who's listening to me, please take this message very seriously. Wherever you go in your life, you have to learn how what is your right attitude, respect, and continuous improvement. And with this platform, I'm ready to start the youth leadership program, the computer science program. We can shape up and we can offer you, and not only for one country, globally, whoever wanna come under this platform, we are ready to serve. And you know, as I teach, we are in a stage to give, and we are ready to give you. There's a one quote: we cannot always build the future for our youth. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future, said by Roosevelt, who was the ex-president of US. So we have the tools, we have the right attitude, we have the system. If you have a burning desire, if you are ready, you are more than welcome to contact us, and we are ready to serve you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Azhar Khan. Thank you, Chandwal. Thank you, Professor Rafiq Saab. I'm just concluding in a few words. Especially for the youth, the world of tomorrow is yours. If you have the passion and united, you can lead the world, the elder and the leader. God bless you. Stay happy.